Hey everyone, I am Brian Elliott with Focus Story Films here, and today I'm super excited to talk about atmosphere aerosol. So you guys might notice that my lighting setup is a little bit different because I am prepping for kind of a spooky, little bit moody, gothic kind of shoot in a few weeks. And so I just got my hands on some of this atmosphere aerosol, and it's going to be kind of this little bit more moody lighting. So I'm playing with that a little bit as well to kind of see what effects I get with atmosphere aerosol in this sort of environment. So far, I have not sprayed it at all. My current lighting setup, I've got one LED panel off to the side here, and I've got another LED panel off to the side here, as well as an LED panel down low to the ground behind me, and another one off to the side. You can kind of see the glow of it on the side of the camera up high over there behind me as well, to give me a lot of light, because the key to this is to get it hitting light beams so that you can kind of see some of the atmosphere aerosol happening in the background. So let's go ahead, just spray a little bit and see what we get. Awesome. So as we can see, it definitely shows up by the light over there, and we can see it kind of low down floating here because we're getting the light from there refracting really nicely, but we can't really see it too much in kind of the dark dead space. So lighting is key with this stuff. It lasts for a good couple minutes if you're lighting it correctly. Sorry, I'm looking at my monitor a lot instead of the camera lens, because I'm wanting to make sure that I'm in frame and all that, since I'm moving around and I'm watching what the atmosphere aerosol is doing. Normally I try and make good eye contact with you guys, but not this video. So sorry about that, but that just kind of is what it is. But as we can see, it adds this nice atmosphere, as one would expect with atmosphere aerosol, basically haze in a can. You get just this nice kind of look. Then I'm going to go ahead and spray a little bit more back there, a little bit up here, kind of see if we have it heavier towards the lights up here, what happens with me in addition to having it in the background. So let's go ahead and do that. Adding just a little bit more back here. Adding some up here. Don't want it too thick up here because then you won't be able to see me, but we're going to kind of waft some of that around. It just kind of hangs out. I don't know if we can really see a whole ton of difference. Maybe it'll show up a little bit better actually on the camera, but I think we'd probably, and I may actually go ahead and do that, just adjust one of my lights real quick. Obviously, you wouldn't necessarily want to do this on an actual shoot, have the light in your shot. You may or may not, but we can definitely see the aerosol kind of floating around that. Now, as we're moving the light around here, we can definitely tell, can see that haloing effect around it, so that's pretty cool. Now let's say we move this light here. That's, way overexposing my face. But let's experiment again. All right, I can definitely see it here kind of like by the lights and stuff. What I don't know is if you're seeing any of it like right by my face. Obviously, I'm spraying it pretty lightly. I don't want to use up my whole can, but want to give you kind of an idea of what, and myself an idea of what it's doing in different lighting situations, and really how to get it to stand out with these LED lights, which is going to be important on the shoot that I'm doing. So I'm going to go ahead and do another lighting switch up real quick. Awesome. So I've turned that light up all the way. You can kind of see it in the corner. Obviously, I would get it less in the corner. I would get it more out of frame on an actual shoot, but I want to see if I can get a little bit more of the aerosol to show up, if I've got it shining more directly down on me. Okay, awesome. So yeah, you can definitely, it's showing up a lot better on this side right over here. So that's super cool. Another thing I will note is I am pretty low on my, or pretty high on my aperture. I'm at f5.6. Normally I'm at f2, f1.8, something like that. But what this stuff does is, in giving you this atmosphere, it lets you have your aperture wider, and you actually really need to have your aperture wider, because if you've got yourself way closed down at f1.8 and everything's blurry, I did some tests earlier, and you can't even tell that there's atmosphere aerosol because everything is so blurred out. So that's something definitely to note. But hopefully you guys enjoyed this quick little test. A little bit of a different lighting setup. Let me know if you dig the lighting setup. Let me know if there's other things you're curious about with the atmosphere aerosol. I've noticed here on YouTube, there are not a ton of tests, tutorials, things like that with it. So I wanted to kind of fill that void and test it for myself. So hopefully you guys dig this. I definitely am digging what I'm seeing here in the monitor. It looks really cool. It just gives me a little bit more depth and dimension that I really, really dig. So if you enjoy this stuff, please feel free to hit that like button, subscribe, hit the notification bell, and leave a comment. Definitely leave a comment if there's anything you want to see, or if you have any questions, and I'll do my best to answer them. Hope you guys have a great week, and I will see you soon.